The more professional of the two sharpening effects in the blur and sharpen category is Unsharp Mask. And basically, Unsharp Mask is similar to sharpen in that there's a sharpening amount. There's also two additional parameters that allow us to have more control over the sharpening. Now, unlike sharpen, when you first apply Unsharp Mask, there is a little bit of sharpening. It might be difficult to see on your screen. There's before and after. It's very subtle. That's kind of the point with sharpening. You want it to be subtle. The worst thing you want is this effect. When you sharpen too much, and actually, let's take up the radius a little bit. There we go. See how the highlights are just too pronounced? This looks very fake. There starts to be what they call haloing around these edges. Because basically what sharpening is doing is enhancing edge contrast. And so as it starts going crazy with edge contrast, we start having lighter and lighter edges and darker edges. And this just looks really hokey and fake and is referred to as haloing. So we definitely don't want that. As a matter of fact, as a general rule, to prevent this unwanted halo effect, don't let radius get any bigger than 2. 2 is usually okay, but you don't ever want to take it more than 2. So let's take it for 2 for right now. Let's take amount way down to get rid of this haloing. There's just way too much of that stuff going on. There we go. Okay, so as I take off Unsharp Mask, maybe let's zoom in a little bit again and turn it back on. So there's definitely some clarity there. Again, I don't want to overdo this, but I want you to be able to see it online. I know that sometimes as I've seen training and stuff on lynda.com, I can't tell the before versus the after because it's so subtle, but again, that can be a good thing. So we see the before and the after, and again, sharpening helps to bring out these details, and by playing around with Unsharp Mask, we can fine-tune those changes so that we can add more sharpening with less bad stuff along with it. Now, in the sharpening movie, I explained some of the purposes and reasons for sharpening. So if you're interested in knowing some of the non-technical stuff, some of the creative side of why we sharpen, then go ahead and check out that movie in this same chapter. By the way, we also have this threshold parameter in the Unsharp Mask effect, and that kind of tapers off the sharpening to kind of give us a softer effect. But I definitely love the way this looks. The before and the after. It seems kind of blurry and shaky, and then with the Unsharp Mask, we could see the details and things just seem to stand out and be more beautiful. And if we play this, it doesn't take it too much longer to render this sharpening every single frame, which is also a big plus.